What TV character needs their own spin-off series? Not sure if this counts, but I want to see Villanelle before killing Eve. Before she met Eve and all the lovey-dovey stuff, just a series on her best kills and badass moments. An origin story spin-off of Lalo Salamanca would make me so happy. Tony Dalton portrays the character so well. Definitely one of the highlights of BCS BB Universe. Amazing acting and an amazing villain. I think a Zapp Brannigan and Kif spin-off would be sold. Huell Babineau. Ned Stark. During Robert's Rebellion. The two cops from Superbad. Uncle Iroh. Think of the story that could happen during his earlier life. How he was a great general. How much he loved his son. And the whole thing with the Dragon of the West. Heck, that's a badass name for the show. Just, Dragon of the West. Then they could go into detail about the White Lotus a bit. There is so much possibilities and I have never thought about it until now. Now I really want something like this. Amos from The Expanse. Troy from Community on his boat with LeVar Burton. Kaylee Ehrmantraut grows up determined to find out what happened to her grandfather who mysteriously disappeared while she was at the park one day. The actress playing Kaylee will change every 3 episodes. From a movie. But I want to see a TV series about Ant-Man's buddy Luis. Set it years before Ant-Man. When he was just a petty criminal. It will just be him doing stupid shit and escaping by pure dumb luck. Caught knocking off a liquor store, but then the cop gets knocked out by a bottle falling off the shelf or something and Luis runs away. The entire show would be him telling the stories to someone years later. And all of the voices would be his. With the actors lip-syncing like they did in the movie when he would tell stories. Alexis from Schitt's Creek. Would love to see a Hitchcock and Scully series. Frozone. Squidward. Not Jon Snow. Bobby Hill. Amos Burton. Krieger. Vader. No one else, just Vader. Like imagine a horror series, movie about Vader. Like you see in the perspective of the soldier who are getting slayed by Vader. I honestly loved Leo Fitz and Gemma Simmons, Fitzsimmons, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. more than I should. Mike Ehrmantraut. WandaVision spin-off, Jimmy and Darcy, paranormal investigators. Atom Eve. When she bounces to that treehouse and has that day using her powers to help the world in a more practical way than huge destructive fights. Just give me a whole show of that. Deadass need a whole show about Number 5 from the Umbrella Academy and like his whole life. Living in that messed up future. Kim Wexler. Shit would be mad interesting. Giles from Buffy. It could be a prequel set in 1970s London and tell the story of his days as Ripper. The My Leg guy from SpongeBob. Todd from BoJack Horseman. Tony, the animal, Blundetto from Sopranos. Gus Fring, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, his early years in South America. Lewis from The Drew Carey Show. IIRC. He worked at some ethically questionable drug research company. Spencer from iCarly and it can be called Spencer for hire and you pay him to get you out of problems. The Cabbage Guy from Avatar. Joey Tribbiani. I said what I said. Artemis from Asterisk. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Jack and Karen from Will and Grace. Just picture Karen funding Jack's dream of starring in a Broadway show. It would be amazing. Kramer. I would love a spin-off series about Maggie from Leverage. I just think it would be fun. The 2 stoner animal control guys from Parks and Recreation. 2 spin-off predictions. A chaotic large family of 20 or more children living in Utah in the 1980s. With a clueless but well-meaning father figure. A Breakfast Club-era Ali Sheedy older sister keeping everything in order. And a precocious Wizard of Oz loving computer prodigy with a long-distance relationship with a kid named Dustin from Hawkins, Indiana. The adventures of a rebellious 10-year-old princess from the planet Alderaan. Her troublesome droid Lola. And Senator Father Bail Organa played by Jimmy Smits. Boruto's dad. Red X. Squidward tentacles. Kakashi from Naruto. Borg! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Mr. Nimbus. Vibe from the Flash TV show. Cleveland. Uncle Iroh. But it's got to be good. Mike from Breaking Bad. Dwight Schrute. Gwen from Ben 10. Cullen Bohannon. What happened after he got on the ship? Exclamation mark. Question mark. Question mark. Carol from TWD. Dr. Krieger from Archer. Victorious Andre's grandma. I'm almost 17 but, damn, she was a legend. Better Callow Lalo. Cleveland Brown. Oh wait. Alfie Solomons from Peaky Blinders. Raj from Big Bang Theory. Please let that man find some love. With Stuart from the comic book store and Penny's ex-BF Zach. He's hilarious. The governor from The Walking Dead. I know. Too many spin-offs already. I'd love to see how a normal, average family man becomes a murderous, power-hungry psychopath. He was one of the more mysterious and interesting characters from the best seasons of TWD, and I think it would be fun to watch how he got to that point. Edit. Duplicate word.